My ultimate comfort food dinner is a stunning sausage hot pot, which we'll serve with a gorgeous potato and beetroot gratin. Now,
I love hot pot.
you love hot pot? And you love sausages, right?
Yeah.
What do you enjoy most about sausages?
I just love having them with the baked beans sometimes.
With baked beans sometimes. These are little button mushrooms, OK? You just take them into there like that and keep them whole and cut them into quarters, please. Now, the important thing about cooking sausages is they need a bit of colour, right? No colour?
No flavour.
Exactly. Get the pan nice and hot. How was school today?
School was good, thanks. We got to go out and make snowmen.
Sausages in. OK. Butter and mushrooms in there, please, my darling. See? Now, I want you to watch your fingers, but you know how to slice onions, right?
Definitely.
Off you go, darling. Now, sausages are getting lots of colour, because this is going to cook slowly, and it's sort of Daddy's version of the kind of hot pot. You know the one Nan used to make for me?
Yeah.
Once you've got the colour on them, and take them out to rest, OK? A little knob of butter, OK? Into the pan. Now, it looks like a lot of onions, right?
Yeah.
As they start sweating down, they caramelise. So that'll go down by half. Give that a little fry. OK? Salt in. I want you to put a nice tablespoon of brown sugar in there. That gets them really nice and dark. Now, get your thyme in. Pick off all the little buds. That will get the onions packed with flavour. That smell nice?
Smells nice.
Mushrooms in. Give them a nice little stir.
Did you like to help Nan make your hot pot when she made them for you?
I used to always help Nan make the hot pot. Always. Now, my mum would never have used this, but aged balsamic vinegar brings out the flavour of the onions. Right, now look at our onions. Look, beautifully caramelised.
Wow.
The vinegar's given that nice sort of gloss. I'm going to put my sausages back in here now. From there, some red wine. Red wine in. Got the flavour underneath there going into the sausages now. The sausages are going to release all that flavour inside as well. Look at the colour of that. Does that look beautiful?
And the smell.
And it's still not cooked yet. Up to the boil. Really important to boil it here because it won't boil in the oven. 170 in the oven, literally 18 to 20 minutes. In she goes. Nice. To go with my hot pot, rich, golden, creamy potato gratin. It's a true comfort food classic, and I'm adding a delicious twist, beetroot. Start by gently heating double cream. Then peel and thinly slice potatoes and cook beetroot. Next, rub garlic around the edge of your dish to thoroughly season with a glorious flavour. Then grease with a good layer of butter. Arrange alternate layers of potato and beetroot, seasoning in between. End with a neat layer of potatoes and pour the hot cream over the top. Bake in a preheated oven for an hour or until the potatoes are tender. Potato and beetroot gratin are bubbling beauty of a comfort food dish. Now for the apple compote. What we need to do first is to get these peeled and sliced. I get my pan on to get nice and hot. Now, let me give you a little taste of that.
It's a bit sour.
Isn't it?
Thanks for the warning. Whoa.
So, whoa.
Nearly blew my head off.
They're incredibly acidic, OK? And you need to cook them. Those wonderful red apples you've got are called Brayburns. What other apples do you know? Green ones, what are they called?
I'm not too sure what the green ones are.
Another word for your nan.
Grandma's?
No.
Red.
No.
Pink lady apples.
No. Granny Smith.
Granny Smith apples.
That's right. What we're going to do is cook the cooking apples and the eating apples together. I love the combination of the tartness from the Bramley cooking apple with the sweetness of the Braeburn. Get the pan nice and hot and sprinkle the bottom of the pan with caster sugar. 3 or 4 nice slices of fresh ginger and 3 little cinnamon sticks. I want you to remember that because we're going to look for them, okay? Because once we've used them and they've worked their magic, I need to pull them out. See all the sugar dissolving?
Definitely.
Now, we just let that go a little bit darker, okay? And then we place our apples in.
It's very quick.
Doesn't it? Give that a nice little toss, okay?
A nice golden colour.
Cinnamon in, ginger in. So we're cooking down the apples, butter in.
Gently cook until the apples soften, then take off the heat.
And they go into there.
What's that coming out, Dad?
So that is a little bit of the puree. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. How many ginger?
4.
4 ginger.
And 3 cinnamon.
3 cinnamon. Out with the cinnamon.
Got
And the ginger?
2 gingers.
And we take a spoon of apples. Put them in. Bottom.
It smells so nice.
How nice does that look? See the colour of the apples? Let's put these in the fridge to get nice and cold.
That's the compote sorted. Easy. Now, a simple creamy whip to crown the top.
Do you separate the egg whites into there for Daddy? Right, egg whites are in.
Egg whites
Yolks
are
are separate. Off you go, Daddy. And I'll sprinkle the sugar in, and then you turn up the speed. Good girl. Push it off, please. Now let's see if you've got a really nice stiff peak. So you lift them up. Now that is what I call a nice stiff peak. Well done.
Not bad, not bad.
Next, in a separate bowl, whip double cream until stiff.
Nice and slowly. So cream whips so much quicker.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Is that by hand, Dad?
We're gonna put some delicious lemon zest, which will make the cream so much better.
Then sweeten it up with leftover caramelly compote puree.
And you mix that in nice and carefully. So it's like this apple butterscotch.
Now, to make the cream even lighter, fold in those whisked egg whites and sugar.
Egg whites into the cream. Just nicely fold that in. So if you bring your glasses back out. Manage the glasses?
Yep.
Good girl. Tilly, we're on for a treat. Open up the piping bag. Now, twist the end. Now, you could spoon this in, but I want to just give a nice little lift.
It also gives it a nice pattern.
Lemon on top. Back in the fridge. The beetroot and potato gratin. Isn't that lovely?
That's lovely.
And the sausages.
Ooh.
Finished with the flat leaf parsley. Now, look at those 2 beauties. It doesn't get any more comforting than that, does it? For one of the best hot pots ever. Tilly, that looks amazing.
I know.
Well done.
This is my ultimate comfort food dinner. Sausage hot pot with potato and beetroot gratin, followed by apple compote. Food with guaranteed feel-good factor. The perfect side dish for my fantastic fried chicken.
Jack!
Hi.
Mate, you gonna help with some pickling, please?
Oh, definitely.
Now, you love pickles, right?
Love pickles.
Favourite pickle, what is it?
I like pickled onions.
We're gonna do pickled celery. It's a nice little snack, and great for ploughmans, great for salads. First thing, I want you to pick the celery for me. So you see where the next one's gonna be, it's in there.
Yeah.
Okay, off you go, bud.
God, I'm hungry today. Is this all we're having for dinner?
Jack, come on. I wouldn't do that to you, you know that. There's more coming. Now, because we're pickling it, we want to sort of make it look a little bit more attractive. So we go around like that, okay, on an angle.
So when you pickle the food, does it preserve it?
That's exactly what it does. But also it gives it a really nice, salty, soury flavour.
Yeah.
Okay, now, splash of water and in with the sugar.
Nice.
Okay? So you've got to bring that up to the bowl and sort of create almost like a little syrup.
Yeah.
Okay, little teaspoon of peppercorns in. Mustard seeds in. Quite generous on the mustard seeds. That gives it a bit of sort of spice. Now those you must know.
Cloves.
Excellent. Cloves in. Now, touch of salt in there. Okay. So from there, white wine vinegar. Now, in order for all that to actually pickle, you need to boil it. So by boiling it, okay, it brings all the ingredients together. It infuses all the spices and helps cook the celery. Have a little taste?
Nice.
Nice. See, I put some hairs on your chest.
Yes, it will.
Quick look. Boom, it's working already. Now, see? Nice.
White wine vinegar.
Right, celery's ready.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all up to the boil now.
Yeah.
Turn that off. Now, from there, start placing the celery into that jar.
So when you pickle other foods, can you use that same recipe?
Exactly that. 100%. Once it's pickled, it doesn't really go off. Okay? Now, put them in there.
So can we eat this straight away when it's in here?
Do you know what? As soon as it's cooled down, you can definitely eat that straight away.
Can't wait to dig into it at dinner.
Aren't they delicious?
Yes.
We'll leave that to cool down.
Our pickles are ready and cooling. Now to marinate the chicken.
When you fry chicken, traditionally, it's always going to be done with the dark meat, the brown meat.
Yeah.
So you've got that nice sort of drum here, and this bit, that thigh. Cooking it on the bone as well, keeps it even more moist. So, first things first, salt and pepper, please. From there,
Famous buttermilk.
buttermilk in. It's brilliant for marinating the chicken. If you can put this buttermilk over your chicken the night before, the more it tenderises the chicken and starts to sort of really relax the chicken and puts a really nice sort of creamy, soury flavour in there.
Yes.
So, mate, stick that in the fridge for us, please. And we'll start the dulce de leche biscuits.
Nice.
The Argentinians call these shortbreads alfajore, and they're the favourite sweet treat on the streets of Buenos Aires. They're light, crumbly shortbread biscuits sandwiched with gloriously golden caramelly dulce de leche sauce. For the shortbread, beat together softened butter, granulated sugar, and beat until light and fluffy. Add 1 egg, slice vanilla pods, scrape out the seeds, add to the mix, and beat again. Sift plain flour, corn flour, and baking powder. Then fold the mixture together. Using floured hands, roll into small balls, flatten into discs, and place on a baking tray. Chill for 10 minutes until firm to touch. Then simply bake for 10 to 12 minutes or until pale golden. Once cooled, sandwich 2 biscuits together with a caramelly dulce de leche sauce. Finish with a dusting of icing sugar. Delicious. My dessert and pickles are ready. The buttermilk should have worked its magic on the chicken. All that's left is to fry it.
Now, we're going to roll the chicken out of the buttermilk into the flour. So that's why it gets nice and crispy and blistery on the outside. OK?
Cool.
So, what we've got to make sure, because the flour is the last coat,
Yes.
this is nicely seasoned.
Yeah, definitely.
OK? So salt and pepper in there. Nice. And this is smoked paprika.
Smoked paprika.
So that gives it a little bit of sort of... little bit
Redness.
of, yeah,
Spice.
a little bit, yeah, spice, that's right, a little bit of heat. And this is one of my favourites. What's that?
Cayenne pepper.
That's right, again, slightly spicy, but the heat works brilliantly well. Garlic powder, traditionally are used a lot in the States, onion powder, garlic powder. Just run your fingers through that, please.
Cool.
I'm gonna get the pan on. Now, 2 centimetres of oil. This is a really good mix for fish as well. Goujons, whiting, a nice spicy texture helps fish. So first thing is we just shake off some of the buttermilk, lay that down.
Yes.
Okay, really important to get them covered completely, okay, in the flour.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
God, I love fried chicken.
Do you? Now, lift that up there, first one. and you place it in there, away from you. Off you
Yeah.
go. Nice and gently. Good. And lay away. Good. If at any stage you think the oil is getting too hot,
Yeah.
just add a touch of cold oil in there.
Yeah.
Or turn off the gas. Good.
Gently fry the chicken for 25 to 30 minutes or until cooked through.
Now, very carefully, turn them over, please, yeah?
Cool. Can we have this every day?
Jack, fried chicken every day? No, definitely not. It's a treat and it's shallow fried, so once every 3 weeks?
Yeah, sounds great to me.
Yeah? Now, off with the gas, OK?
Yeah.
Paper ready? OK, onto the paper. Serve them.
Oh, nice.
I love fried chicken, I'm telling you.
Pretty sure I love it more than
And
you.
look, here's the best bit. Delicious. Now, fried chicken, pickles. If you pick up dolce de leche cakes, we are ready, bud.
Very nice.
Let's go, bud. Delicious. Look, Mummy.
Wow. Tilly, feedy, mum.
Divine dolce de leche biscuits, my pickled celery, and buttermilk fried chicken. A soulful street food feast if there ever was one. Mouth-watering, smoky pulled pork with a spicy chipotle mayonnaise.
That is the most amazing pork butt. Butts away. Butts away. Now, this is incredible. There's the shoulder.
Yeah.
And look, there's the shoulder blade. If you go through here, there's a knuckle there. That's connecting the top, and that's why it's called a butt. The slower you cook it, the more juicy it is. And it's great for big parties because you just come along and get your fork and shred it. A delicious, smoky mayonnaise, and you're away. Onions into half and half again. OK, I'm going to leave the roots on, OK, because I want this to sit underneath the pork. It gives it a chance to cook evenly and doesn't get dry in the bottom. Really important.
OK.
Now, I'll peel the garlic. OK, I'd like you to crush the garlic. We're going to make a really nice little paste. OK?
Yep.
Go on, Maggie.
No.
Come on, come on, come on. Nice. Good girl. One more. Crush. Come on, Maggie.
I'm coming.
Oh.
Sorry about
Okay,
that.
I'll just give that little cut there. Now, this is a beauty.
Paprika.
Smoked paprika.
I love it.
So 3 nice tablespoons in. OK. 2 large tablespoons of brown sugar. Salt, please. And pepper. Good girl. So we're going to form a nice paste now. Olive oil in. Mix that. And some thyme in there. So we've got a sort of fragrant rub. Thyme stalks underneath. So that's even more flavour going on the bottom. Pour that all over it. Now, this is where you've got to be really quick. OK. And sort of rub that.
Massage it in almost.
It's exactly that.
It smells amazing.
Honestly. If you just drizzle a little touch of olive oil on top of that for me. I want to keep the pork nice and moist. Lovely.
Like some of the best party dishes, the marinating of the pork shoulder can be done days in advance.
So if I was doing this for a Sunday, I'd start marinating Thursday, Friday, so it gets even tastier. Right.
It's quite easy as well to make.
It's very easy. 5.5 to 6 hours in the oven at 140.
While our pork butt slowly roasts, Meg and I are going to pimp some shop-bought mayonnaise.
I don't like just plain mayonnaise. There's so many things
You
you
just
can...
have a twist to it.
Yeah, there's so many things, so many exciting things you can do with it. Right. Salt, pepper, in. No touch of honey.
Sweetness almost.
Yeah,
with the honey.
sweetness, but there's some heat coming. OK, and I've got a little bit of, you love this,
Chipotle.
smoked chipotle paste.
I love that.
Once you've made this dressing, you know, it can sit in the fridge. Great for open sandwiches, yeah?
Can you use it for any sandwiches, really?
Any sandwiches, but goes brilliantly well with pork. Now, just have a little taste.
I've never had this before. It's so good.
A nice spoon of mustard. So, that's a nice spicy mayonnaise.
After 5.5 hours in the oven, our pork is nearly ready. Just time to knock up a couple of tried and tested party favourites. First, deliciously simple, cheesy crushed potatoes. Cut potatoes into even chunks and submerge in salted boiling water, skins and all. Meanwhile, finely diced sweet pickled gherkins or cornichons. Trim and finely chop spring onions. And grate some nutty Gruyere cheese. When the potatoes are cooked through, drain, roughly crush, and add your spring onions and gherkins. Season to taste and gently combine before a final sprinkling of grated Gruyere. These simple, cheesy crushed potatoes are equally delicious served hot or cold.
Now, I want something sort of raw, like a slaw, something quite refreshing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make a really nice, fresh broccoli salad. Now, these are called florets. That's the best part of the broccoli, OK? The bit that everybody wants. Once they're off, I'm going to slice the broccoli, OK?
Never had raw broccoli before. It's always been cooked.
Really, when you dress this with the dressing, it's incredible. Now, a little season early on.
Yeah.
OK? Now for the dressing. Fresh yogurt in. Teaspoon of sugar, please, darling. Little smell.
Cider vinegar.
In you go. Finely chopped shallot. In with the broccoli. So, delicious. Roasted almonds into the broccoli.
Currants. I love them.
That gives that nice sort of chewy texture. Right, lift up your bowl, please. Nice and gently. Half of that in the middle, please. Thank you. And stop. And then mix that up with me. Good girl. A little taste.
So good.
And it's the kind of salad that doesn't wilt. A couple of hours later, it's still crunchy because the broccoli's raw. Raw broccoli salad, chipotle. Now let me get the pork out. Look at this. Megan, honestly, that
It's amazing.
is beautiful. That is incredible. Now, that goes to the table like that. A
Can we
delicious...
have a tiny bit just before we go to the table?
Megan,
Just a little bit.
honestly, Meg,
Don't tell Mum. Thank you.
honestly. If you're gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. That is incredible.
So good.
You promise me you don't give the recipe to your boyfriend. Let's go. Come on.
This is my ultimate easy party dinner. Melt in your mouth, slow-cooked, smoky pulled pork with a spicy chipotle mayonnaise. And quick, simple sides of crushed cheesy potatoes and a light and healthy broccoli slaw. Deliciously yummy dishes that will have your family, friends, and work buddies coming back for more.